My parents always chose my sister over me growing up. I thought every family was like mine. Whenever my older sister, Emily, wanted something, she got it. A new phone? She got it. Expensive clothes? She got them. A birthday party with dozens of friends? My parents spent weeks planning it. I told myself it was because she was older. But as the years passed, that excuse stopped making sense. When I turned 13, I asked my parents for a bicycle. They told me money was tight. 2 months later, Emily got a brand new laptop. When I asked why, my father said, "Your sister needs it more." Those words became a pattern. She needs it more. She's under more pressure. She's older. You're a boy. You'll manage. Every achievement of mine felt invisible. I brought home top grades. My mother glanced at the report card and nodded. Emily passed a difficult exam. The whole family went out to celebrate. One evening, I overheard my parents talking. My mother said, "Emily is our future. We have to invest in her." I stood outside the door, frozen, not because they loved her, because it sounded like I wasn't part of that future. After that, I stopped trying to impress them. I studied for myself. I worked part-time after school. I saved every rupee I could. No one noticed. Years later, I received a scholarship to a university in another city. When I showed the acceptance letter to my parents, my father barely looked up from his phone. "That's nice," he said. That night, I packed my bags. For the first time in my life, I wasn't leaving because someone wanted me to. I was leaving because I chose to. College wasn't easy. There were nights I went to bed hungry, days when I doubted everything. But every setback taught me something my childhood never had: how to rely on myself. After graduation, I started a small business, then another. The first failed. The second struggled. The third finally worked. Years passed. Slowly, my life changed. One afternoon, my phone rang. It was my mother. Her voice sounded older, smaller. She told me my father had lost his job. They were struggling. For a moment, I remembered every birthday they forgot, every achievement they ignored, every time I heard, "Your sister needs it more." I could have hung up. I could have walked away. Instead, I helped them. Not because they deserved it, because I didn't want to become bitter. When I visited home a few months later, I noticed something strange. Emily's room was empty. She had moved abroad and rarely called. My father sat quietly at the dining table. Then he looked at me and said something I never expected to hear. "We were wrong." Just 4 words, but they carried years of regret. My mother started crying. "We thought you didn't need us," she said. "We thought you were strong enough on your own." I smiled sadly. That was the problem. They assumed strength meant not needing love. For the first time, my parents saw me, not as the child who could manage, not as the backup plan, just as their son. And somehow, after all those years, that was enough.